biggest rivalry in Southwest Missouri all comes down to one more game. The road to the Final Four on the line. The Nixa Eagles taking on the Kickapoo Chiefs. The Class 6 District 5 championship game starts right here in Eagle Fieldhouse. I'm Brady Reach alongside my partner, Aiden Hopkins. Aiden, what are we thinking about tonight's matchup?
I think it's going to be a good one, of course, between these two great teams. I mean, the record all-time dating back to MSHSAA 2007, 15 and 17, 17 and 15, favoring the Kickapoo Chiefs, of course. They've just been such a dynamic powerhouse in Class 6, Class 5 before that, and even the state of Missouri for so long. But also, the Nixa Eagles weren't too far behind them that whole time either.
Yeah, if we want to go take a look in the past, according to MSHSAA's website, so that dates back all the way to 2007, the Eagles' playoff history against this Kickapoo team is not the best. 4-8 all-time dating back to 2007, according to the MSHSAA website. Last time the Eagles won, it was back in 2022. It was actually March 4th of 2022. Nixa was at Joplin. Nixa versus Kickapoo, a big win for Colin Ruffin, Cale Combs, Jarrett Nelson, Jordan Turner, those guys out there. 46-43, that team went on to play, I believe it was Lee Summit West at SBU in the quarterfinal. Then they moved on and played Staley, made it to the championship game, and lost to that CBC powerhouse.
Yeah, speaking of that team, there's word that Cale Combs is supposed to be in the house tonight, which hopefully we get to see him here. But yeah, there's just so many great games in the past between these two teams, and I don't think tonight's going to be any different.
Oh, of course. When you get Coach Mitch McHenry and Coach Brock Blansett going head-to-head, it's always going to be a great game. Coach Blansett, of course, has never won this game. He's actually 0-1 in this game. And for Coach Blansett, this is such a big game for him. But for Coach McHenry for the Kickapoo Chiefs, this is just a normal game for him.
Yeah, I was talking to Brady Rich before this game, and we were playing in the auction like we usually do, and the team came in, so we left. He goes, "You want to go watch?" I go, "Why? This is just a regular game." I mean, we don't want to make them any more nervous than they have to be, because I guarantee you they're feeling it. I think both teams are feeling it for sure, especially the fact that it's hard to beat any team twice, especially a really good team in a season. So playing them twice is hard for Nixa. They came out with the win the first time. Kickapoo knew what they did wrong. They're going to come out and try to make adjustments.
Yeah, I mean, starting that, Aiden, let's go to our keys of the game. I think my number one key of the game is going to be applying pressure, and number two, it's going to be using your depth. If you're the Nixa Eagles, apply pressure to this Kickapoo team. They get very sloppy at times, which is very unrare for a Coach McHenry team, but also use the depth you have. You have 8-9 guys who can make an impact in tonight's game.
Yeah, my key to the game right now for Kickapoo, it just got to limit turnovers. I mean, turnovers are 20-6 in that first game, which is just not what you need. I mean, you need this game to be as least sloppy as possible, because they're going to make you pay for every single mistake that you make. And if you continue to make mistakes, it is not going to go well for the Kickapoo Chiefs. And for Nixa, it's just going to be play the crowd. I mean, you definitely have the advantage here. This is your home court. You know how to shoot in this gym. You know how to get the crowd riled up. You know how everything works. So you also need to make sure you control your crowd and use them to your advantage, but you also make sure that the other crowd doesn't get in your head as well.
For sure. This is going to be a very hostile environment, Aiden. So looking into this, it's already a packed crowd. I've heard there's lines all the way down Nicholas. When you look at this game, Kickapoo Nixa, what's the first thing that comes to your mind?
Good basketball. That's all I think about. Is just how much. I can't think of the last time this game was not good. Like, I watched, okay, maybe a 12-point loss here, or 84-69. Wow, that was 2021. That
2021 team. That team was unbelievable, if that's how you want to word it. If you want to take a back look at that Kickapoo 2021 team, you see Division I. You got 3 Division I basketball players there. The biggest name, Aiden, I think is your favorite name. That's going to be Trevin Brazil.
Yeah.
And then you have Anton Brookshire. And then you have Dora transfer Isaac Haney, who's also amazing. I believe he won Newcomer of the Year in Austin Peace Conference. So those 3 guys alone right there, really good basketball players. You have guys like Braden Shorter. I mean, just all around, great team right there. And that team was every single bit of good.
Yeah, even with that 25-point loss, I guarantee you it was still a good game. because these teams know how to play good games. They know each other's they know each other's ways. They know how Blanchett knows how McHenry coaches. McHenry knows how Blanchett coaches. I mean, Blanchett hasn't been in the game as long as McHenry has, head coaching wise, but they definitely know how these two teams play, and I think Kickapoo knows that Nixa is only going to win if they force turnovers.
I agree with you, Aiden. And a couple of the guys for Nixa you want to watch who are going to create those turnovers, the man inside Adam McKnight, he held, I believe, Jackson Shorter to 5 points alone. He had 7, 5 of them on McKnight. Grit. That's going to be the word for him. It's going to be using your size inside and dominating, because if they aren't grabbing rebounds, if they're letting Kickapoo get those second chance opportunities, this game won't be a game. But if you hold them down and get those rebounds, Nixa has they have the lead with ease on this one.
Yeah, I think Nixa's ability to adjust on the fly is one of the best in the state. I mean, if you want to go back and watch games, after that first 30-second timeout Coach Blanchett takes after a big run from a team at the start of the game, just check the changes. That's the most impressive thing to me, is how good Nixa is changing on the fly, because Kickapoo's a really good second half team, but in timeouts they don't get enough across to where they change as much as they do. But Nixa, I don't know if it's either that he just tell him to stop being sloppy or tell him to put a hand up or what he does. Or every single time that there's a timeout at the beginning of the game after a big run by a good team, they might be down by 10. I mean, Elijah Neighbors single-handedly gave Nixa a big deficit at the start of that last game. They call a timeout, they come back out, and it was lights out from there for Nixa.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you, Aiden, and it's really like we said, it's going to be a game who's going to want it more. And tensions are high here. Tensions are high for guys who have high emotion, guys like we said, Adam McKnight, high emotion, who really represent the eagle across their chest well. But if you want to look over at that other side, Elijah Neighbors, Reese Kimry, Jackson Shorter, all guys who are going to compete tonight. Honestly, Elijah Neighbors is going to be the name to watch tonight. He has had himself an amazing run in this tournament. Elijah Neighbors has made himself a name, and he is going to be fun to watch next year going into his senior year. The defense that kid plays, going over to his shot ability, and then, of course, the ability at the rim. He's an all-around great player.
Yeah, he has the ability to score anywhere on the court and the ability to score with the hand in his face, too. And I was talking to Coach Boyce earlier today during PE class. I was like, what do you think is going to be the main here? He goes, we just need someone off the bench to give us jolt of energy. Last time it was Colt McCoy. And he said maybe it'll be Owen Seitz, maybe it'll be Ty Kellis, maybe it'll be Lane Miltenberger, because Lane Miltenberger also brought a huge jolt of energy last time.
The three guys coming off the bench who brought the jolt, in my opinion, last time was Lane with his turnaround jumper and his three, Wyatt holding Kimry to 2 points, and then coming around and Colt McCoy going out there and getting 3 steals in the span of 4 minutes.
Yeah, and that's just what this game means to this team. I mean, even if you sit on the bottom, the end of that bench, you know how much this game means to teams, and this is your chance to prove yourself. I mean, maybe you go in when you're down 20 or up 20, but that's still a chance to prove you as a person and how good of a player you are.
And I agree. Another guy to watch is Braden Rubidoux. Rubidoux, he's a three-point threat. We have, like I said, we haven't got to see him shine in that big game yet. But depending on what this Eagles team run, if they sit back in the zone, Rubidoux's going to have a field day, which I don't believe they will. But if they do, it's going to be lights out for number 10 in gold.
Yeah, I was talking to Coach Boyce about him today, too. I said he's one of those shooters that if he comes in angry, he's going to make every single shot he takes. And I'm looking at him right now. I don't think he's missed one in about 4 shots as he finally rattles one out after I say that. But I just think that he's just one of those players that if he comes in with a vengeance and is locked in as much as he is, he's going to take advantage of it.
I couldn't agree more, Aiden. And the final 40 seconds, we're going to sit it down to Eric Michelle for starting lineups and national anthem, but we have one more special guest singing, one final night. Miss Cass Bray did a phenomenal job last Friday, so why not bring her back one more time? Down to you, Eric.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, if you can't feel it, it's in the air. It's championship basketball night here at Nixa High School. We are so glad that you have joined us. If you have been with us all week, you know how exciting it has been, and you know how exciting it is going to be. But ladies and gentlemen, here at Nixa High School, we believe that we live in the greatest country on earth. We feel it is an honor, and we truly cherish the moments when we are called upon to share our patriotism. For all of the veterans attending this event, thank you. Thank you for your service. Thank you for your sacrifice. And a proverbial hats off to you and your families for the price that you paid so that we could be free. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you are not standing, please stand. Gentlemen, please remove cover. Place your hands over your hearts, and we have a treat for you. She has sang at some of the largest venues in our area and in our nation. So, ladies and gentlemen, here to sing the #1 song in our nation, our national anthem, Miss Cass Bray.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we've watched were so gallantly streaming. And the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Ladies and gentlemen, Cass Bray, we live in the land of the free because we are the home of the brave. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight under these bright lights, two teams stand on the brink of greatness. Months of dedication, sweat, and sacrifice have led to this very moment. Every rebound, every shot, every second on the clock has built up to this final battle for a district title. Only one team will walk away as champions, but both have proven they belong on this stage. So, ladies and gentlemen, get ready for an unforgettable night of heart-pounding action, fierce competition, and the relentless pursuit of victory. This is championship basketball.
Work on Richardson, fading away one hand. Ty Kellis over two defenders. Clinks up.
Kimry pulls the trigger, hits it. Oh, he's getting hot.
But now going to work, driving to his right, getting pushed around, fading away. That two-pointer.
Finish, rebound shorter once again to Thompson now. And he'll finish.
That leaves Randy Flint wide open. He gets inside. The floater. And
Good. Rebound shorter. Back out Neighbors wide open. Hits it. 19. Football might be his route over basketball for sure. Oh, the guy was hoping for a miss. Neighbors Driving baseline, gives up to Shorter. No foul call. They'll go up, get his own rebound.
McKnight going through and one once again.
Hands it off Neighbors. Neighbors drawing inside. Float game is good.
Inside wide open is Lane Melton.
Finds a wide open Thompson for two. Good court vision there by the
Glendale comeback. Combs left open, looking to extend the lead to 20, and he will.
Thompson looking, gives up Kimmery. He'll pull the trigger from three and hit it.
And intercepted by McKnight. Going up the two-hand jam. Randy Flint.
Ladies and gentlemen, they come in at 25-3. Let's meet the Kickapoo Chiefs. He's a 6'1" junior guard, number 1, Elijah Neighbors. He's a 6'1" junior guard, number 2, Reese Kimmery. He's a 6'7" senior forward, number 5, Jackson Shorter. He's a 6'1" junior guard. Where's a 1 and a 0? Braden Rubidoux. And he's a 6'3" junior forward, number 34, Brock Thompson. Chiefs are head coached by Mitch McHenry. Ladies and gentlemen, let's meet your Nixa Eagles. He's a 6' senior guard, number 1, Bryce Foster. He's a 6' senior guard, number 2, Kevon Flint. He's a 6'1" junior guard, number 3, Randy Flint. He's a 6'3" senior. Wears the double 1s on his back, Jace Combs. He's a 6'4" sophomore. He wears the number 2 and the 1. It's number 21. Adam McKnight. Eagles are head coached by Brock Blansett. Tonight's officials, Darren Banner, John Miller, and Robert Thiel. Let's play ball, boys.
Championship basketball is here in Nixa, Missouri. The Nixa Eagles taking on the Kickapoo Chiefs. Two of the best teams in Southwest Missouri, the 1 and the 2 seed. The Chiefs out of Springfield, Missouri, and the Eagles out of Nixa. Jackson Shorter, Adam McKnight will kick us off here. The fans on their feet, a packed crowd here at Eagle Fieldhouse, and the tip is away, and it's won by the Chiefs and settles into Reese Kimmery's hands. Kimmery hands it off to Rubidoux. He's picked up quickly by Kevon Flint. Gets it over. Here's Thompson. Back to Rubidoux. A series of screens now. Rubidoux looks inside. Brock Thompson wide open. And the Chiefs will kick us off early.
You said yourself, series of screens, and Blansett not happy with Combs' defense there. Lots of screens, lots of traffic. Left Thompson wide open on the block.
Kevon Flint running the 1 today to set up the Eagles offense. Bounce pass over to Foster. Foster rip goes through. Back out Combs. Combs thinks about it. He'll spin now. Guarded by Neighbors. Cuts to the hole. Fading away. Poke free. It'll remain Eagles basketball.
Yeah, great defense there. Combs thought about the three, but just not enough room there. Great defense there. Thompson on Foster for a second looked a little weird, and I think they're going to keep that matchup.
Here's the jump ball in the corner to McKnight. The trigger man there was Foster. Now Foster moving around back to Flint. Flint coming off the screen, driving baseline, picked up by Shorter. Over to McKnight. McKnight finds a hole. He takes a 15-foot elbow jumper. He'll find the net.
Yeah, he's been working on that jumper, that mid-range shot a lot more. Makes him a lot more versatile of a player. He's already great on the block and inside, but when he gets that out of his bag, he becomes a really great player.
Here's Shorter. He gets over to Rubidoux. Rubidoux now comes off the screen to Kimry. Kimry sees Thompson. He goes to the right of Thompson, driving through the lane, going up, off the glass. He'll rim on in for two.
Yeah, Reese Kimry didn't have a game he definitely wanted in the last time these two teams faced off, and he starts off with a quick bucket.
Flint coming off the screen, gets it over Foster, top of the key, back over. Foster thinks about it. He brings it back out, settles, fires from three, no good. Rebound by Flint. He takes a 15-footer, also no good. Rebound by Elijah Neighbors. Kimry now bringing it up, gets it over Neighbors. Neighbors finds Thompson cutting perfectly inside. He won't finish. High pointing the ball there was McKnight. He'll have to dribble it up court. Lose control of it, gets it over to Randy Flint now. Randy Flint gets it over to Combs. Combs now moving to his left, pulls it out, double team brought on. Leaves Flint wide open, now on the high post, back in the corner. Flint driving baseline, kicks it over to Foster. The left wing, no, he'll drive in. The floater won't roll in, fighting for the board. He'll hit off the hand of Randy Flint. Will be Kickapoo basketball.
Yeah, three straight good looks for the Eagles, just couldn't get it to fall. Defenses for both teams are looking good.
The Eagles will come out here in a press, trying to get into Kimry. Kimry fighting around with Foster, and the Eagles will back off.
Yeah, the last two games you've seen Braden Rubidoux playing more of a point guard role and letting Kimry play the
pass taken away here by Randy Flint. He's on a fast break, weaving and bobbing through the lane, goes up through some contact, won't finish, no foul called there. Rebound by Kimry. Kimry going through, looks inside, hop, step, back out. Here's Neighbors to Kimry, top of the key, three. He'll bank on in. Reese Kimry forces a timeout from Coach Brock Blansett. 7-2, the Chiefs lead.
Yeah, really good ball movement there. I feel like Randy Flint probably should have chilled out a little bit, waited for someone to help out on the offensive side. I mean, that was really good transition defense from Braden Rubidoux.
And Flint right there, you can see, gets a little lost in a big three. His three actually forced our camera out.
Yeah, I think it rattled the camera out there. It was so good.
But a great ball movement there, a great vision from Neighbors to find Kimry. And like we said, Kimry hasn't had the tournament he wanted, but he has 5 here early.
Yeah, last time these two teams met off, like I mentioned, he didn't play the best game, but he started to feel himself here.
It'll be Eagles ball. It'll be the trigger man will be Flint. He'll pass it on into Foster. Kickapoo sits on back. Neighbors has been following around Combs here through the first few possessions. Here's Flint now. Randy Flint driving baseline. Back out McKnight. McKnight now on the right wing. Working around. Now kicked in the corner. Here's Foster. Jab step and go. Thompson getting up on his heels. Combs now takes a little floater from way deep. No good. Rebound taken right out of the hands of McKnight. He'll find Reese Kimry.
And McKnight had the rebound, but he didn't know Kimry was behind him.
Kimry settles, fires. He is hot right now. Reese Kimry from downtown.
Yeah, he is red hot. 8 of Kickapoo's 10, 2 for 2 from 3. I think he's 100% from the field as well.
Eagles need to get something going offensively here. Flint now driving on Neighbors. Making a miss, kicks it over. Kevon Flint, he thinks about it. Screen brought on, now rolling. Fading away, there's Flint. Not the shot there. Taken out of the hands from Shorter. And the Eagles are forcing shots right now. Rubidoux, pump fake, drive to the lane. The lay up the glass will fall on in.
Yeah, Eagles forcing a lot of shots here.
Set up your offense and find the right shot. Foster now gets it over to Flint, Randy Flint. Bounce pass in to McKnight. McKnight going to work, stepping through, fading away, and one! At a McKnight.
That's what he's best at, is getting at the line and forcing a foul there.
And when you need a jolt of energy, don't worry, 2-1 got you. He is not afraid at all of the contact. Foster will check out. In comes Meltebarger. Free throws away from McKnight, and it won't be good. Tipped out. Rebound by Randy Flint. He gets it over Combs. Combs thinks about it. He finds a hole. Cross-court pass. Meltebarger to Flint now. He settles top of the key. 3. Got it! A 5-point play from the Nixa Eagles.
Yeah,
Just like that, it's a 5-point game. And the zone got picked apart there. A great job by the Kickapoo defense or offense to find Brock Thompson inside. Here's Meltebarger now. Looks up. McKnight picks up his dribble, swings it around, bring it on the screen. Flint thinks about it. Back over, low post, McKnight. McKnight keeping the ball high, swinging around the perimeter. Vincent Meyer will head to the scores table. The turnaround lay is good from Randy Flint.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good play by Flint there. Still get to see Jackson Shorter on the board yet, as Thompson's been doing more of the big man work inside right now.
Kimry now working around. A little high post, high and low action, swung back around. Kicked in the corner, here's Rubidoux. 3-point shot, falls short, tipping it around, rebound by Kimry. Kimry poked away, fighting for it, diving on the ground, Meltebarger, he gets it out, and a foul's gonna be called. They're gonna call Neighbors out of bounds. He had a hand on the ball, so it'll be Eagles basketball. Great hustle there from Lane Meltebarger.
That's the grit you need in these district championship games. You gotta be willing to dive on the floor for a basketball.
And that's what gets the fans going. You know, even if you don't go out there and score, if you are diving on the ground to bring some energy, that's what you got to do for the squad. Here's Combs coming off the screen, settling and firing. Nylon! Jace Combs makes it a one-possession game.
I mean, you can't give him that room, and this is what I'm talking about. This is a game of runs here.
Here's Meyer now. Meyer swings it over. One more time, he's on the far wing. Bounce pass over, driving through the lane. A charge is taken from Adam McKnight, and all this energy has been transferred over to the Eagles.
Basketball is a game of runs, Brady Reedtown, and we're seeing one right now.
And you are not wrong. Started one early, and now you have one here. We're going to see Levi Phillips check into the game for the Kickapoo Chiefs. So the five's going to be Neighbors, Kimry, Myers, Phillip, and Thompson.
Eagles have yet to lead in this game. Last tie was 0-0. Actually, I think 2-2 was the last tie, actually.
Here's Lane Meltebarger swinging it around. He brings the screen on for Flint. Now driving, Meltebarger. The jumper is good. The pull-up jumper from number 5 finds the bottom of the rim. Just like that, we're all tied up at 14. The Eagles now, this zone's pressing up on them. Kimry getting cut off, taken away, but he gets out to Meyer inside Thompson. A cross-court pass, Neighbors, the right wing 3, he got it to fall.
I mean, that's a great contest from Randy Flint. Can't do much more there. Just a really great shot from Elijah Neighbors.
And here's Randy Flint fighting to hold off the glass, and they're gonna call it on the floor. That would have been a big-time play.
Yeah, big-time play, big-time shot, but definitely the right call. Just a little too early there. Vincent Meyer on the. Oh, they're gonna.
Wow.
They're to Phillips.
If that's going to be on Phillips, that should be in the air.
I thought if they're going to call it on Meyer, it should be on the ground, but since they called it on Phillips, it should have been in the air there.
He was already going up with it.
I think they just charged the wrong person there.
Coming off of screens, Combs now in the far corner. He's ripping through on Neighbors. Jab step poked away. Driving baseline out of bounds. It'll be Kickapoo basketball.
I don't know if that touched his knee or what, but he dove on it, but I felt like if that was out on.
Let's see it here.
I don't.
Well, did he dribble off the line there?
But he did, but I don't know. Yeah, he chased it. I don't know why, so I guess it must touch his knee. But now you got.
We see Riley Tan check into the game.
This is where you need to attack here.
Neighbors is out along with Thompson.
I mean,
but Tan and Shorter will check back into the game. 47 seconds left on the clock. Here's Shorter, gets to the top of the key. Phillips over now to Tan. Tan to Kimry. Kimry using Phillips as a screen, driving. He'll throw up the lay. A foul will be called first on the ground.
Yeah, they're trying to. McHenry knows that Kimry's hand is hot, so he's going to keep trying to feed that.
Ooh. Oof. Did he get the hand there?
I guess they called a block. Oh, they gave it to Flint. That's one person you don't want in foul trouble is
Randy Flint.
Flint.
Here's Riley Tan. He thinks about it, gets over to Kimry. Kimry driving now through the lane, kicks it out. Phillips to Meyer. Meyer now driving, taken away. One-hand grab there by Meltebarger. Meltebarger gets to Combs. Combs running, side step, 3 for the tie. Bottom of the net, Jace Combs.
I love Nixa versus Kickapoo. I love it. It's first quarter, and I'm already loving it.
Here's Riley Tan. He's coming off a few screens, spinning, step back, looks inside, taken away. Fighting for it, Jace Combs. He's falling on the ground, and a foul's going to be called first. It won't matter. It'll be charged, though, to Vincent Meyer.
That's going to be Meyer's second.
17-17. The Eagles, it's all tied up, excuse me. We're all tied up. We're going to step away this break, brought to you by Beauty and Wellness Co.
This is Vanessa at Beauty and Wellness Co. At Beauty and Wellness, we are all about helping you optimize your internal wellness and enhance your external beauty. Whether you're looking to age gracefully or just looking for a boost of energy to help you refuel and recover, we are the place to go. Visit our spa at Highway 174 and Main Street. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at Beauty Plus Wellness CO or call us at 417-590-8200. Have a beautiful day.
And welcome back here to Eagle Fieldhouse. 17-all. It's all tied up here in the Class 6 District 5 Championship game. If you're just now tuning in, I'm Brady Reton alongside my partner, Aiden Hopkins. Aiden, what did we see here in the first quarter?
A game of runs. I mean, that's all it's going to be down to is you've got to go on a run at the right time. And whenever Riley Tan and Vincent Meyer are on the court and your starting five is still there, you've got to attack that right there because Kickapoo's bench is 2 people deep maybe, and their starters don't have that much stamina as Nixa is just, their starters will stay on the whole time if they can.
Yeah, and we haven't seen Foster since earlier in the first. It's been Lane Meltebarger. He hit a big turnaround jumper to give this Eagles team some momentum. Here we go, moving it around. Here's Jace Combs. Combs over Meltebarger. Cross-court pass to Combs. Combs now using McKnight's screen. Pick and roll action, driving through the lane. Blocked and stolen there by Reese Kimry.
Yeah, good defense by Kimry there.
The Eagles have moved back into a man-to-man. Taken away there by Meltebarger. Tipped around. It'll stay Eagles basketball.
Meltebarger's been doing the work defensively. I mean, that matchup with Thompson's a difficult one. The bigs that the Kickapoo Chiefs have are just so great. You got Shorter, Thompson, and Phillips. They're going to be running this 2-big set next year, too. I mean, not many people leaving for this team other than Shorter in that starting lineup.
Behind his back, Kimry taking an elbow jumper. What a move.
Yeah.
Kimry up to 10. He is now topped his tournament points in less than a half of basketball. Top of the key, 3, settling, firing, no good off the back iron.
Good look for Meltebarger. Same spot he hit a couple last time these two teams played.
Shorter now going to work. McKnight playing some good defense there, cutting him off from the hole. Now he's driving through, taken away by McKnight, finds the hands of Combs. Combs is going to push it up court now. Ty Kels will head to the score table. Combs now doubles team brought on after the screen. He's going to work one more time. He hands it off to Flint.
And they're giving Jace Combs no room right now.
Flint settles and fires away. He gets a 3-ball to fall.
Both number 2s right now are cooking from behind the arc. That's for sure.
2 threes from Kevon Flint. And a couple threes from Maurice Kimry. Here's Rubidoux taking the behind-the-hoop jumper, and Flint will soar through the air to grab the rebound. He's going to push it down court, pull it out beyond the arc. Settles, fires for the lead, no good.
don't think anybody's mad about that shot selection from Kevon Flint, though.
No, I mean, he's put his last 2 up. Third one has to go.
We always say it, make 2 in a row, third one's going to go.
Here's Brock Thompson, top of the key. Meltebarger playing him at the free throw line, handed over Kimry. Kimry now moving to his right, step back, 2-point shot, no good. Rebound there by Randy Flint.
Yeah, he's really good at creating space. Even if it's a little of it, he's going to make do with it, and he has so far in this game.
Here's Flint driving to the hole. He shoots off the bottom of the backboard. It's kind of like that the Shea bump.
Yeah, it's just the littlest bump gets the littlest space, and that's all he needs.
3-point shot, no good. Bounce pass inside, hands over. Neighbors wide open over the net, and it's good.
Good team basketball from Jackson Shorter there. Didn't force a shot, found the open man.
For sure, and I mean, he wasn't comfortable taking the first 3. He took the second one. Just wasn't the shot. Here's a turnaround 2. No good. Rebound by Meltebar. He goes up and he'll lay in for 2. But Combs had his full jersey getting yanked on that 3 behind from Elijah Neighbors. And I mean, we can see it here. Timeout called by Coach Mitch McHenry. 22-21 is your score.
And Mitch McHenry talking to Thompson now. He was not happy about that. He said, what is your job? What is your job? What is your job? His job is to rebound the basketball. He didn't do it there and let Nixa get some extra points right there.
Yeah, you don't want them to get ahead like this, and you don't want a guy like Lane Meltebarger to get hot, because the moment he gets hot, it is all over for the Chiefs.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, it's wow. I was not expecting that.
It's not on my bingo card for today.
Yeah, they've just been all over the place. Both teams have been shooting really well. And we talk about how these games are always going to be low scoring. And right now, it's not the way.
No, not at all. This game is usually, a 53 or 43-point game?
Yeah, I mean, right now they serve 5 minutes in the second quarter. Both teams are at 22 and 21. I mean, high scoring for sure.
Here's the Chiefs now moving it around, driving to the hole. Backdoor cut, and the dunk is good. What a look there from Reese Kimry.
That's good court vision from Kimry there. Now both teams' offenses are working, so defensive adjustments need to be made here.
Here's Combs, thinks about side step 3. Oh my goodness, Jace Combs.
Don't know if Kel Combs is here right now, but he's feeling the same thing he is.
3-point shot from Rubidoux. Wow. Third time's the charms. Rubidoux answers and takes the lead. Here's Kevon Flint now going to work. Looks in the hole, picks up his dribble. Combs, heat check, no good.
Yeah, it's a battle of threes right now. Basketball's a changed game.
Kicked out one more time, Rubidoux to Shorter. He thinks about it. Shorter now looking through the hole, picks up his dribble, gets out to Rubidoux. Back over Shorter, corner 3. Way long, rebound there by Ty Kellis.
That's one of the worst things you can do in a game like this for these two sections. Either team, I mean, if you airball, they're going to let you hear about it, but you just got to think about the next play.
Here's a floater from Flint, no good. Rubidoux, a deep, deep 3. Trey Ball's gonna fall.
He's feeling it now.
Three minutes left. The Chiefs will lead by 4. Here's Kevon Flint. Flint going behind his back. Using McKnight's screen. Thinks about the 3. Corner pass over. 3-point shot from Randy Flint. It's long. Rebound by Jackson Shorter. Out of bounds. It'll remain Eagles basketball.
Yeah, hit Jackson Shorter's chest right there on the rebound. But now, like I mentioned, second team's in here. Well, it looks like for most for both teams too. Wow, what a tough shot.
There's Jace Combs right there. Some amazing touch. They turn around, jump shot is good. Elijah Neighbors for 2.
Yeah, neither team wants to miss right now for good reason.
Fighting on the ground, kicking it out. What a play there from Foster. Combs calling for it. He thinks he has a little mismatch. Driving, spinning, double team brought on. Meltebarger top of the key 3. Banks it on in. Lane Meltebarger. He's up to 7 tonight. Oh, that should be a double dribble.
No, I think Foster just got the slightest hand on it.
Pass tipped away and it's right into our table over here. They're going to call it Kickapoo basketball.
Once again, I believe the right call. Fans obviously aren't going to be happy about it, but I do believe that Combs got just the slightest hand on it. These our table slanted for some reason.
Here's Riley Tan, gets it over to Kent Murray, back over. Kent Murray now driving behind his back, stepping through, top of the key, driving through the perimeter, poked away there by Bryce Foster. A minute 24 left on the clock. 31-30 is your score.
So now Nixa bringing the double bigs here. Put McKnight back on shorter. Thompson's still on the bench. All the hot hands, I feel like, I guess Kimmery's hot right now too, but all the hot hands for Kickapoo, I feel like, are on the bench, minus Kimmery.
Well, pick and roll action, won't finish there, fighting for the board, and getting hugged from behind was Meltebarger. It's going to be charged to Jackson Shorter. That's your second.
And he already knows that too. He's coming out.
Yeah, a little bear hug there.
First team foul for the Chiefs.
Bounce pass over, looks inside. Here's Jace Combs spinning to his left, driving to the hole. Poked away there by Riley Tan. Meyer makes a man miss. He's going to drive to the hole. Poke from behind, kept in bounds there by Kevon Flint. He'll find the hands of Bryce Foster. Foster over, Combs left open. His three-point shot, no good. Fighting for the boards, McKnight will find the hands of Tan.
Kevon Flint dove for a ball and apologized to the cameraman while doing it.
Here's Tan for 3. It's good. Riley Tan. And McKnight will hold it here, 34-30. 16 seconds left on the clock. He stands right beyond the volleyball line. The dribble starts from Kevon Flint. He's guarded by Meyer, and they're going to go up and foul him. Just to get Neighbors in the game here. I don't think he's going to let Combs leave his side. That's actually a really good coaching decision there.
Nixa has 0 fouls right now in this quarter. It's pretty impressive.
Here we go. Here's Kevon Flint. 5 seconds left. Sidestep. Going to his right now, and he's going to get wrapped up in foul again. I don't think he's going to let him get a shot off. And they're going to put in now Will Wynn, and I guarantee you he's going to go in there and hack the crap out of
You got to go up. You got to go up.
You have to pump fake, throw it up. Now Will Wynn will check into the game. I don't think Will Wynn has seen a minute in this tournament.
I think he checked in against
Joplin at the end. Here's Combs now taking a heat check for a 3. No good. 34-30 is your score. Heading into halftime, folks. This is Kickapoo Nixa Class 6 District 5 championship game on the line. We'll be back after this short break. Brought to you by Wise Guys Screen Printing.
believe that strong instruction, we can foster that through teaching studies. We believe that strong instruction, we can foster that through teaching studies. We can provide teachers with support that they need, or even just validation of the hard work that they are doing.
It builds their confidence because they may be thinking, oh, I want to try this, but I'm not really sure how that's going to play out with my students. I see when my colleagues do it and they see, oh, well, they've taken a risk and done that, then I'm going to go back and try it again. And it really does build their confidence, and they're proud of it. They own their own teaching and the learning of their students.
It can be nerve-wracking at times, but the benefits definitely outweigh that feeling. I think it's a great experience for everyone to be able to see their teams teach. You get some new ideas. You learn team members' strengths. It's just a really fun thing we do here at High Point, and I love it.
I feel like the benefit of teaching studies is that we work together as a grade level. I think it's awesome that we get to watch each other because it builds a bond within our grade level. We learn from each other and we build trust, and that's what we need as a grade level. We work together quite often throughout the week, and I feel like you have to have a team in order to succeed and make the kids successful here at High Point. Thought that you did a really good job today when we watched you in your teaching studies, because you broke down the problem and you asked them always when they entered the question, what do we know about the question, and like how are we going to find the answer. You underlined the question, you circled the numbers that were used, so they kind of broke it down so you knew the important parts.
So cognitive engagement is really who's doing the work. And we want our students to be critical thinkers, and a way to do that is to encourage their little brains using the power that they have to do the hard work.
And our teaching studies, through those observations, help develop their skills into what is cognitive engagement, what does that look like, and how can I grow to help my students grow. And that is, just like Mrs. Grant said, who's doing the work, who's doing the learning. And the goal is to help our kids be successful, and by helping teachers be successful, then our kids are successful.
Every single detail matters, and especially at this performance, it's such a high-level performance that no a cappella group has been to. So we really have to make sure that it's the best that we can do, or else they might not want to see this kind of music again. I gave you the key when the door wasn't open. Just admit. It's the most difficult class I have, and I'm taking a lot of college classes. It requires so much attention to detail and remembering everything, memorization. It requires me to display my emotions, which is not super easy for me. It's difficult, but it's given me like an amazing community and a lot of friends that I wouldn't have gotten without this opportunity.
It's challenging because it's hard to stay in tune and to sing the right notes for 30 minutes straight without like having some sort of accompaniment. And they're having to do that, so the rigor is really high. We're trying to make things clean, we're trying to get things together, we're really trying to gain some synergy within the group so we understand each other's timing, so we understand how the notes fit in together.
I've been singing since I was in the 3rd grade. It's just been a way to express myself and find a community that really supports me and has the same interests as me. And it's really fun to make friends that can sing with you.
1, 2, ready, and go.
We've had to learn, I think, 7 songs, and then on top of MMEA, we're also getting ready for our ICHSA, which is another competition we're doing right after, and we're including those songs in our MMEA set, so those ones have to be like really good in order for us to continue on to the next one.
The musicianship of Nixa is great. They have to be very independent. We have 16 people in our group. There's often 14 or 15 parts in a song, so you do the math. That's like 1 1/8 of a person per part, which is complicated, you know. So they have to be very independent. They have to be great, proficient singers on their own, and on top of it, they're also mic'd, and that's complicated because everything you do will show up. Like you make a mistake, it's on the mic. You do well, great, it's on the mic, but it's all there.
Singing literally means the world to me, which sounds very cheesy, but it's the truth. I started singing, well, I mean, when I feel like I came out of the womb singing, but I technically got into choir around 6th grade and just stuck with it ever since. I actually was focusing more on theater than choir, but this year I definitely dove right in when it comes to choir and representing it. We have such a high standard already that I want to always prove that standard and even go above and beyond.
I've wanted to do a throwback game for years. I just went to Mr. Clark and said, hey, let's just do it. He said, yeah, let's go for it. I went to Hillcrest, but I basically was raised in Nixa. My whole family lives in Nixa. So as a kid, I used to love to play in that gym. And so yeah, I just kind of thought it'd be cool to do it. We've talked about it for years and never could pull the trigger. And so this year we finally just decided to do it.
You know, we can't do this tonight if you don't have an opponent willing to do this. And I know it's a little different for them as well. I texted him this summer, said, what do you think about this? And he said, I think it's a great idea. I think it'll be a blast. So I just publicly want to thank you. I want to thank your students, thank your athletic director, thank your administrators.
I'm all about the experiences for our kids. We've got uniforms, throwback uniforms. Our coach is going to wear throwback outfits. We're going to try to get our students and our fans to all kind of get in the 60s and 70s theme. And so it should be a lot of fun, but I'm really looking forward to it. The kids have talked a lot about it, how they want to wear sweatbands and headbands and different things and long socks.
One night I couldn't miss. I don't remember how many points I made, but I could throw it backwards and it would have went in that night. One night in 3 years of playing basketball.
I've known him for a long time, and I've talked to Wayne Glenn. Said he's the oldest living Nixa basketball player. He's 93. And he's just full of knowledge, and he's been around here a long time. He actually played in the old high school gym. He didn't even play in the one that we're playing in. A lot of people don't even know there was a gym there, which I did not know until we started down this process, but it was located somewhere in the area of where they have school board meetings right now.
Ozark was always our rival, and then once in a while we'd go to Fish City over it or something, back years ago. The basketball team that I was on as a senior was mediocre at best. Bill Harding, he was our shooter, really. And he was the only one we really had that was what I would call a downright shooter.
Cooper Williams now. Williams looking, taken away there by Randy Flint. He's in transition. He goes up with a two-hand slam.
It's a district game. It's a big district seed game, which is, as a coach, that's my biggest concern, is we're all going to be dressing up kind of silly and trying to get our kids to also be ready to play a game. It's going to be a bit of a challenge, but once again, I've decided I'm going with experiences over wins and losses. And I think our seniors at the end of this season, they're going to say that was one of the most fun seasons I've ever been a part of.
It's been a really fun. Hello and welcome back here to Eagle Fieldhouse for this Class 6 District 5 matchup. The Nixa Eagles taking on the Kickapoo Chiefs here in Eagle Fieldhouse. 34-30 is your score. And folks, it has been a great game so far. If you're just now tuning in, I'm Brady Reto alongside my partner, Aiden Hopkins. Aiden, what did you see in the half number one?
Both teams have really great players. I mean, we knew that coming to this game, and right now they're proving that. Neither team can miss. Kickapoo has made a couple more than the Eagles, which puts them up 4, and a really good jolt of energy from the Chiefs bench helps them out as that Riley Tan three is right now my jolt energy play of the game right now.
Yeah, no, I agree with you, Aiden. That has definitely been the biggest jolt. I mean, putting them up by 4, Riley Tan, a big-time shot. But honestly, I don't think this game is out of reach for anybody. I think it could turn into being out of reach for either team. But either way, I think these teams are going to keep it close. I love the energy coming from both teams. I mean, they're fighting for something when you see the amounts of bodies diving on the ground that we've seen tonight.
Yeah, it's been really fun to see, and a lot of people are enjoying it as well.
34-30. It'll be a Kickapoo ball to kick off here in the second half. Rubidoux to pass it on in. Folks, 16 more minutes of district basketball all coming down to the line. Two of the state's best teams going at it. Kimry will hand it off over here to Rubidoux. Rubidoux will bring it up. He'll cross the timeline now. Rubidoux guarded by Foster. He kicks it over. Back over. Rubidoux running the perimeter. Looks inside for Thompson. Thompson posts it up. Looks back door. Finding spinning. Throwing off the glass. It's good. There's Jackson Shorter.
Yeah, some really good defense, but just the mismatch with Flynn on Shorter there.
Here's a jab and go. Kick out Combs. He thinks about it. Run in now. Takes a pull-up jumper. No good off the front line. Rebound by McKnight. Spinning. Going up. Won't go up. Actually, now he will, and it will roll on in.
That's a really tough bucket. Jackson Shorter couldn't do anything different there. He also has to stay a little more cautious considering he has 2 fouls right now, and the Chiefs do not need him in foul trouble.
And now here's Thompson bringing it up. Gets it over to Rubidoux. Rubidoux looks in the corner. Shorter now hands it off back. He won't hang it off. He'll bounce pass inside to Rubidoux. The floater. It's a perfect pass to Thompson. See, airballs the floater. Thompson will lay it in.
Wasn't intended, but Thompson, right place, right time.
Going to work now, spinning, stepping through. Looks in the corner, taken away there by Kimry. Kimry and Neighbors now going to work. Here's now driving. A hook pass over to Neighbors. Neighbors 3, rims in and out. Rebound by Shorter, poked away, taken away by Randy Flint. Flint's gonna push it up court now. He loses control of the basketball, find the hands of Brock Thompson. Now Rubidoux will settle down.
Yeah, Eagles are just all over the place right now to come out of half.
Here's Rubidoux, he sets up a right wing 3, no good. Soaring through the air, Neighbor, what a hustle play. Here's Thompson, Thompson over Neighbor, wide open in the far corner, way too far. Rebound there by Bryce Foster.
I mean, Kickapoo's getting looks right now. They're not converting. It feels like they should be up 20 right now from how much they're getting open shots.
Here's Jace Combs now. Combs backing down. They're going to call a traveling violation on Combs. Kimry to pass it in. He's going to be guarded by Jace Combs.
Kale's made it in.
Cross-court pass, now swinging around. Backing him down. Here's Shorter, hands off to Kimry. Kimry driving to the rim. He'll get the roll to fall. Timeout called by the Nixa Eagles, and the Chiefs lead 40-32. We're going to step aside. This break's brought to you by Night Heating and Air. And welcome back here to Eagle Fieldhouse. 40-20, 32 your score. The Chiefs currently lead the Eagles. Eagles need some offense. McKnight had to step out for some blood, so we're going to see someone who's brought a lot of energy into this game. Colt McCoy step in.
There's a little bit of confusion on the matchups.
Combs trying to find some space, won't find any at all. Backing down Kimry now, tucking through, fading away. That jump shot will roll in for 2. Jace Combs up to 13 now. Now they bring on the trap, cross-court pass to Rubidoux, looks inside, here's Thompson. Thompson over, poked away, taken by Flint. Flint's pushing it up court now. He's gonna pull it out beyond the arc and now go to work. He's looking inside for McCoy. McCoy calling for it. He wants his fair share in this district championship match. He's going to get inside. Now McCoy going to work. He passes it off, turnover, taken away there by Neighbor. Neighbor driving loose control of basketball, and it'll be Eagles basketball. Great defensive effort there from Jace Combs.
Didn't even get a hand on it. There should not even be a question about that. No touch by Combs at all. That was all Neighbors. Oh, foul. That's what they're asking for.
Whoa, they're going to turn the call over. He never touched the ball. Are you kidding me? He never touched the basketball. If anything, it should be a foul. But sure, not a turnover. A jump ball to shorter, it's one. McKnight staying in his face. Camry now working off a screen, a little pick and roll action, step through, gets it over. Neighbors 3-point shots away, and it's no good. Rebound by Meltenbarger. He had to fight a cheat for 2 off there.
Eagles need to see one go through the hoop here.
And McKnight stepping through, and he'll lay it in for 2. McKnight stepping in, making an impact. Here's Rubidoux. The football link pass looks inside. Shorter, the oop is no good. Rebound by 3 different Eagles. Flint will end up with it now. He's going to bring it up court. Going to work, driving baseline. The wraparound lay is no good. Blocked there by Rubidoux. We're going to see Levi Phillips check into the game. A great block there by Rubidoux. That's a great play there by Rubidoux.
That's great defense there.
Phillips will check in. The Harding football safety commit. Combs now coming off a screen, looks inside. Meltenbarger, the floater's good. The basket should have counted. There'll be no foul called. Here's Rubidoux now pushing it up court. Trying to break the press, and they'll get it over to Kimry. Kimry will settle down, 40-38. Looks inside, here's Thompson. Thompson in the corner, Phillips, 3-point shot. High arcing, no good. Rebound there by Lane Meltenbarger. It's a 1-possession game. Flint to control, gets it over to Meltenbarger. Screen brought on, poked away there by Phillips, and he'll be laying out of bounds. It'll be Eagles basketball.
I didn't know Phillips had the 3-point shot in his bag. I had never seen him do that before. I was really confused. It wasn't a bad shot. I mean, it was open. It just a little too long, but had the right look there. So
didn't know he had that 2K badge unlocked yet.
Yeah, it was there. It's hard to get that at that build.
Tan will check in for Rubidoux. Kicks in the corner. No foul's going to be called there on Thompson. Thompson's second foul tonight.
I think the only people with fouls are the bigs for Kickapoo, other than Vincent Meyer, who's intentionally fouling. But
is Randy Flint the only Eagle with a foul currently?
I am not sure.
Here's McKnight, hits a brick wall, gets it over. Combs for the lead. It's good. Jace Combs. The Eagles need to get back on defense here for the big 3. Phillips now caught in no man's land. He's going to hand it off Neighbors. Neighbors coming off a screen, driving, going for the reverse lay, won't finish. They'll go to the line, 2-shoot 2. This is the first time we'd see a Chief at the line.
I don't know about that one.
I don't know about it either. Here's that replay. Ooh, he got the hand in there.
I think it's too much of the body there.
Neighbors, a very polished off free throw shooter. He'll drain the first one. Checking into the game will be Jackson Shorter. Brock Thompson led over to the bench. All tied up at 41 after that Combs 3-point shot. He's up to 16 tonight. Neighbor's second free throw is good. It's now a Kickapoo lead.
And this game's been so back and forth.
It's been all over the place. Here's Meltenbarger, top the key, gets over McKnight. Coming off a screen. Here's Combs, tipped away, and it will be Kickapoo basketball. I'm a little confused how.
I'm not sure.
It was tipped a couple times.
I think the largest. Let's see, can't tell there.
Here's Tan now, he's guarded by Foster. Kimry now coming off a shorter screen, pick and roll, driving, picks up his dribble, poked away there by Flint. It's going to roll out of bounds. Flint keeping it in bounds, somehow lose control of the basketball. It'll be Kickapoo basketball. Great hustle there by Randy Flint.
I don't know what Bruce Kimmerer was doing. I don't know why he just let it roll.
It wasn't going to be backcourt violation.
Yeah, I don't know why he did that.
Kimmerer to pass it in. He gets over to Tan. Tan now looking for somebody, trying to break this press. Gets up and over to Kimmerer. Kimmerer now trapped in the corner, trying to break free. Gets it over to Tan. Tan now working in transition, driving. And a kickball violation there by Combs. Hey, what's the record for most kickball violations in a basketball game?
I don't know, but Jace has it.
I mean, a season.
I don't know, but Jace has it.
Has to be his 15th this year. Phillips will check out. In comes Brock Thompson. They're talking something over with Adam. He is bleeding once again. That's that left eye that has some stitches there. Is busted open once again.
That's bringing Colt here.
Official timeout.
I don't think they're going to make him check out of the game. He's all good now. Officials taking a timeout there, letting him come back into the game since I think it was dried up blood.
He looked really frustrated.
He's taking a beating inside. Kimmerer getting the inbound. He's going to hand it back off from Shorter. Now he's driving through the lane with his right. Loose shoulder basketball, fighting for it's McKnight. McKnight's going to hand it off. Flint now working in transition. Finds a hole, kicks it back out. Meltebarger. Meltebarger gets it to Kevon Flint now. Flint finds a hole. He drives through the lane. He's blocked there by Thompson. Looks inside, a backdoor lob. And a foul's called there. It won't roll in. Wow. Jackson Shorter will go to the line to shoot two now. Foul called there on McKnight.
Second team foul for the Eagles. To the line to shoot two.
Aiden, I'm looking at this. What do you see?
I think it's either, I don't know if, I think maybe the arm. I'm not sure. There was a little there. But nothing more than what happened on the other end with Kevon Flint.
Free throws away, and it's good. I was thinking, how did we get the call from back here? Meyer will check into the game. Kimmerer will check out. It's now a 2-point Kickapoo lead. Shorter now, firing away from the free throw line. And it is good. Kickapoo, like we said, does not miss at the line.
Not likely.
Here's Randy Flint now controlling the ball. Screen brought on. He finds a hole, driving. Step back, pull up, jumper is good. Coach Blanson not happy with the Eagles defense, not stepping up on the press. Great help defense there from Meltebarger. Here's Brock Thompson, his floater, no good. Fighting for the boards out of McKnight. He's gonna push it up court now. Flint now driving baseline. He finds a hole, goes up the reverse lace, good, and the Eagles have the lead. Patience is a virtue. Throwing up high, pointing the ball. There's Neighbors stepping out of bounds. He'll be, timeout called by McHenry first. Great call there. Wow, what a series and what a run. I mean, here's that pull-up jumper, 4 straight from Randy Flint. Foul could have been called there, bouncing it in. And then that patience is virtue right down there. What a lay. 45-44, 58 seconds. Aiden, what's going to be, what do these two teams need to do to pull this one out?
I mean, Nixa's defense just got to stay locked in. I mean, they've been really good all day. I mean, their defense is, the points, the scoreboard might have to say otherwise. I mean, the scoreboard might say that Nixa's defense wasn't great. I just think that Kick was making a bunch of tough shots.
I think both defenses are great.
Yeah.
I mean, this has been the game I think me and you both expected with a little more offense. And there's our very own Cale Combs. Cale's headed to, I mean, March Madness, the NCAA tournament. Congratulations to Cale. And then all the other local guys. I mean, Daniel Abreu, not only that, we're back here in action.
I think they just put the nervous emoji on the board. I think everyone has the nervous emoji right now.
No, backdoor cut. Here's Shorter going up. Combs jumping with a poke three, fighting for it. Throwing out to Rubidoux. Rubidoux taking the top of the key three. No good. Fighting for the board. It'll be off the hand of McKnight. It will be Kickapoo basketball.
Yeah, I think Combs definitely did give a look. Ooh. I think that's off.
That's off of Thompson last. You could argue the foul on Meltbarger. But yes, this game has, I mean, if you're wanting to talk about this game being summed up, that's kind of what it's been all night. Fighting, grit, I mean, a lot of stuff down and inside by both these teams. Eagles inbounds is great, and they force a 5-second violation. A big turnover for the Nixa Eagles right before the third. Elijah Neighbors will check back into the game. Out goes Vincent Meyer.
A rarity in defense in basketball, that's for sure. That's one of the most rarest calls you'll ever see, and that's great defense there.
The quarterfinal will be Friday, March 14th. Winner hosts.
I don't know what this is from the Eagles here.
Eagles running a little box play, kicks it out. Flint, 26 seconds left. They're setting it back up again. They'll burst out again. Hand it back over. Flint a little give and go with Meltbarger. 16 seconds left. Kimry pressed up on Flint. Flint has 6 tonight. Randy Flint going to work, driving to the hole, picking up his dribble, spinning, kicks it out to his brother, poked away there by Rubidoux. It'll remain Eagles basketball. Here's Combs, he gets fouled. 3.2 seconds left on the clock.
Number 1, Elijah Neighbors, his first personal foul. Second team foul for the Chiefs.
Inbound over here, Randy Flint going to work. He'll be fouled once again, and they're not going to let the Eagles get this last second shot off. And I don't think he'll foul here. I think you got to put it up, but I think you got to be smart.
Yeah, you have the fear instilled in them in the foul, so they're going to try to get a shot as quick as possible.
Meltbarger now, he takes a three. It's going to be off to the right, and that will be the end of the quarter. The Eagles regain the lead 45-44. We're going to step aside. This break's brought to you by Wise Guys Screen Printing.
This is Vanessa at Beauty and Wellness Co. At Beauty and Wellness, we are all about helping you optimize your internal wellness and enhance your external beauty. Whether you're looking to age gracefully or just looking for a boost of energy to help you refuel and recover, we are the place to go. Visit our spot at Highway 174 and Main Street. You can also find us on Facebook and Instagram at Beauty Plus Wellness CO or call us at 417-590-8200. Have a beautiful day.
And welcome back to Eagle Fieldhouse, and welcome here to Mr. Cale Combs as well, Nixa legend, great basketball player here. I mean, Division I basketball player, one of the Nixa's best. Cale Combs plays for the Drake Bulldogs. Not only that, he's in March Madness currently. He's going to kick off the NCAA tournament after the Bulldogs take home the Missouri Valley Conference Championship. Combs a 6'7" man off the bench. He has played really well all year long.
He's rocking the mustache, too. He's a very introverted person, so he doesn't like being on camera. So you saw that expression on his face. Hey, he's just like his brother James. Neither of them like talking to people. They just like staying in his zone, play basketball.
Cale was a lot better at talking than Jace has been.
Yeah.
But then again, Cale got that attention for 4 years.
It grows, for sure.
And in 2 sports. Here's a takeaway by Kimry. He stepped out of bounds over here, but it doesn't matter. Randy Flint gets a steal of his own. Flint's going to push it up on Kimry. Screen brought on by Meltbarger. Flint pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound, he gets it one more time. Kevon Flint sidestep, pump fake, 3. No good. Rebound tipped around, out of bounds. And McKnight will keep it in bounds, going a somersault into the Mediacom camera person. And they're going to turn this one over.
Yeah, I don't think.
He got shoved. He was shoved out of bounds. Look at this. Ooh. I agree with the call, but he was also pushed pretty hard. A great hustle play there by Adam McKnight.
That's 2 overturn calls there.
Oh, wow. Here's Brock Thompson, top of the key, hands it off. Rubidoux. Rubidoux now, far wing, gets it over to Kimry. Kimry now to Neighbors. Thompson looking now, going around Rubidoux. He looks over, Neighbors. Neighbors looks inside, back to Rubidoux. Closing out quickly is Meltebarger. Here's Shorter now. He thinks about it, driving, spinning on his pivot foot, looks back inside. Foul's going to be called there on Kevon Flint.
Foul's called on Eagle, number 2, Kevon Flint. His first personal foul, first team foul.
Not many fouls for either team in this game. The bigs for Kickapoo maybe have the only one foul trouble with this one, but the most anybody has is 2.
Yeah, we talked about foul trouble, but really no one's been in it. And are they going to call this foul in the air or on the ground? Shooting 2, Reese Kimry.
Foul's called on Eagle, number 11, Chase Combs. His first personal foul.
Yeah.
Second team foul for the Eagles.
Just got his arm trying to reach in. I don't think that affected the play one bit, but a great block there. McKnight is bleeding once again. It's his elbow now. Dude has been all over the court. He's staying on the court so he doesn't have to check out.
Blake's gonna say, you know what that blood's from? That foul that you missed.
I mean, I got terrified when he landed on his head. All I could think about was Hickman last year when he hit the ground pretty hard out here and actually left the game with a concussion. And now he's doing a somersault. They're not going to force a timeout. It's going to be an official timeout, and we're back in play. Kimry now at the line shooting 2. First free throws by Kimry is away, and it is good. Second free throw from Kimry is also good. The Chiefs have that lead right back in their hands.
The Eagles need a bucket here. They need to see one go in.
Here's high post. McKnight, he got smacked in the head there. Now he's driving, tucked through, and they're going to call a charge. Are you kidding me? They missed the call of him getting smacked by Kimry in the head. Here's he gets smacked, and he drives through. I mean, you cannot convince me Adam runs him over there. He's falling before he makes contact. Wow. Remade contact. And now they're cleaning up the floor here. And we're waiting to get this floor all cleaned up. It's a little slippery. That's how conditions get when there's been about 7 or 6 guys from both teams who've been playing almost every minute in this game, sliding on the floor. I would love to see some more Lane Meltebarger back in this game. He's made such a big impact, and I think he's one of the reasons the Eagles are in this game. The Eagles now coming out in a press. Now Kimry's holding the ball with 6:20 left on the clock. He stands at the end at half court. Back over Kimry. Kimry going to work. He finds a screen of Shorter, pokes from behind, throwing it up off the glass, won't finish. Rebound there by Foster. Flint thinks about the pass over to Combs. He picks up his dribble. Randy Flint now hands it over to Kevon Flint. 5:55 left. Combs now coming off a screen. Separation for 3, falls short. Rebound there by Brock Thompson.
Let's go, Chuck! Let's go,
Neighbors moves it around. Thompson hands it off now to Rubidoux. Screen brought on. Pick and roll taken away by McKnight. McKnight's in fast break now. He's driving to the lane. Lays it up for two, and the Eagles have the lead. Forces a timeout. Timeout called by Coach Brock Blancett. 47-46. Here's that fast break one more time.
To show my face during that breakaway, I was shaking my head. No, please do not try to dunk it. Just lay it up. I think Blancett probably had the same idea. Great job there by McKnight to finish at the rim.
We're going to step aside. This break's brought to you by Night Heating and Air. And welcome back here to Eagle Fieldhouse. 47-46 is your score. This game separated by 1 point, and these records separated by 1 game. Here's Brock Thompson at the top of the key, looking for someone. He picks up his dribble, caught dead, hands it off to Kimry. Shorter now in the corner, looking for Kimry once again. He's now driving on McKnight, posted up on him. Looks inside, taken away there by Kevon Flint, and a foul's gonna be called. It's going to be Shorter's 3rd foul here in the final 5 minutes.
Jackson Shorter, his 3rd personal foul. 1st team foul for the Chiefs.
Here's that takeaway, poking at it. What a steal. Enters himself right in the play. I mean, it's called getting baited there. And Flint kind of getting played around, smacked in the face there. Passed over to Randy Flint now. He started his dribble, and I wouldn't be shocked if the Eagles went in some chew clock mode. Bounce pass over, McKnight going to work, turnaround jumper. It is no good. Fighting for the rebound will be Randy Flint. Will be off his hand and out of bounds.
The Eagles have not extended a lead over 1 in this game. It's largest lead for Kickapoo's 10, largest lead for Nixa is 1, and I feel like it's been at 1 for years.
Oh, right out of the hands. Here's Kimry, he hands it off. Shorter now, Shorter over Rubidoux. Rubidoux now in the high post. Here's Thompson. Thompson brings it out beyond the arc. His dribble starts now, hands it back over to Rubidoux. Hands it over. Kimry takes a deep, deep 3 from beyond the arc. No good. Fighting for the rebound is all the Chiefs. Goes up. Blocked there by Combs. Thompson gets his own rebound. Posted up. Finds Neighbors. Neighbors pump fake. Drives back out. Rubidoux. The lay off the glass is no good. Throwing it up is blocked there by McKnight. He gets his own rebound. He'll lay it in finally. Timeout called by Coach Mitch McHenry. And I think there was a few calls missed there by every team. Definitely goaltending there by McKnight. I think Brock Thompson traveled. Good block there, clean. Tipped around, 1, 2. Yeah, never put the ball on the ground. Actually, 1, 2, 3. Definitely traveling there. Yeah. Here's that pump fake from Neighbors. Drives in, kicks it out, Rubidoux. The lay is no good. falling back down. I think that's goaltending there. Lays it back in, and it's good for 2. It's now 48-47 Eagles basketball, and that was mass chaos inside.
That camera work is even more mass chaos.
.347 left on the clock. Folks, we're coming down to our final minutes here in Eagle Fieldhouse. Eagles need a bucket here. Eagles need something to get going. Their offense has not looked bad here in the late, but too many turnovers inside. A lot of second chance opportunities for the Chiefs. Like we said earlier, that'd be the key for the Chiefs to win. Eagles need to limit those. And a foul's going to be called there on Rubidoux. Put shot. That's going to be Rubidoux's first foul. Team's third. Bryce Foster will check out. Lane Meltebar to check in. Just for a little more rebounding insurance inside. A little stronger in there. Randy Flint now, screen brought on, hands it off to Kevon Flint. Eagles need to get something here to fall in. Driving now, pulling out beyond the arc. Randy Flint back to the baseline work. Looks in the corner off the foot of McKnight. It'll be a turnover. Kickapoo basketball. Checking into the game will be Bryce Foster.
That's where you can't fall apart for the Eagles. Gotta stay level.
Yeah.
That's a great deflection by Shorter there. That doesn't touch McKnight's foot if it wasn't for Shorter.
Rubidoux gets over to Neighbors. Neighbors now Shorter. Shorter driving in. The pull-up jumper is good for 2. And McKnight's on the ground and for a lot of pain. He's grabbing his head and not the look he wants. Oh, yeah. Elbow to the jaw there. And they called it and 1?
Yeah, they called a blocking foul there.
Are you kidding me? Coach Blanson's in disbelief right now. He's trying to defend his guys. Free throws up, and it is going to fall in. Foster hands it off to Randy Flint now. Flint between his legs going to work back over Foster. Inside, here's McKnight. McKnight spinning. Stepping through, and it's blocked there. Foul's going to be called, sending McKnight to the line to shoot 2. Foul's going to be charged there to Reese Kimmery, his second. McKnight at the free throw line. His first free throw is away, and it is no good. McKnight up to almost 190 free throws on the year, just shooting 52%. Second free throw is away, and it is also no good from McKnight. The Eagles now bringing out this trap, throwing it up. Rubidoux's wide open. Here comes the backdoor pass inside, and Shorter will lay it in. It's a now 6-point lead. The Eagles have been here a couple of times. Here's Combs now. Combs working around. Double team brought on. Driving through. Hop step. Looks to hand it off. Back out finds Kevon Flint. He settles and fires away from 3. He got timeout called by the Nixa Eagles. And Kevon Flint gets the job done.
There's a huge shot. Nixa finally sees one fall. And they cut the lead to 3. Big 2 minutes ahead.
Oh, very big 2 minutes ahead. And, I mean, if you aren't entertained, I don't know what you're doing with
This
your
is the
life
game
right
of the
now.
year for sure. Beats the first one, and first one was a really good one.
Yeah, the first one was a great one.
The playoffs just add a whole different aspect.
I mean, I'm getting the chills alone from Flint's 3 right there. The Eagles have been in that 6-point margin quite a bit and have found themselves in the next minute or so getting that 1-point lead, but never extending it anymore. Kickapoo's gotten up to 10, like you said earlier, Aiden. What is the Eagles got to do? I mean, they're down by 3 here. They got to get a stop, and it seems like they haven't stopped the Chiefs yet.
Yeah, it's been Jackson Shorter these past couple of drives. You need to attack him inside offensively, too, to get him his 4th foul, force McKinley to sub him out. The first unit for this Nixa team has been out for a long time. They are exhausted. Same to Kickapoo, though. So neither team is wanting to sub here because they realize when their benches are in that different things are happening.
And I think this Eagles team's a little more conditioned, knowing these all guys are great athletes, but you want to look over at Elijah Neighbors. He looks cool, calm, and collective right now. He's had himself a really good game. Eagles putting on a lot of pressure. A takeaway there. Here's Kevon Flint, exactly what the Eagles needed. A press takeaway there. He's going to get over to Combs. Combs now. Jab step, screen brought on. Back over, McKnight looks in the corner. Randy Flint for 3, it is good! All tied up, 53 all. Randy Flint. Here's Elijah Neighbors. Gonna work taken away by Randy Flint. He'll be out of bounds. It'll be Kickapoo basketball. Here's that replay one more time. And oh my goodness! Wow, that was bad. Are you kidding me? Nowhere close. Nowhere close at all. And I don't like to bash officials, but a warning has been given to Coach Blansett now. Wow. He deserves a warning if that's all he did on that bad of a call. Here's Camry now coming off. Shorter at the top, he hands it back to Rubidoux. Foster pressing up on Rubidoux, kicks it over. Now Kimry. Kimry jab, step, and go through the screen, driving. Poke from behind, taken away there by Flint. Flint's driving to the rim. Off the glass, no good. Fighting for the board, he gets his own rebound. Fighting for it, McKnight on the ground. Fighting for it, in it, forward back on the ground. Handing it off, timeout called by Coach Blansett. Oh my goodness. This is where champions are made. 53 all, timeout called by Coach Brock Blansett.
I don't think I've ever put 2 hands together as fast as I was there trying to signal for a timeout.
Wow. Aiden, I don't know what my heart rate is. I don't know what yours is, but it's through the roof right
Probably
now.
unhealthy. Between this and being an Arkansas Razorbacks fan, I think I've taken 10 years off my life watching basketball games. Oh, this is unreal.
You got one more season still.
The baseball is even more bad because there's plays going on. It's so rare for a run to score, of course, because it's baseball, so that you're only at your seat your whole time and waiting for that first run to break. But I'm not ready for baseball season yet. I'm happy here right now.
Girls District Championship game will take place tomorrow night at Ozark High School. The Nixa Lady Eagles will take on the Kickapoo Lady Chiefs. The Eagles took that win earlier in the season, and that one will be another doozy. Talbot looking to find herself back in a quarterfinal game after falling short last year after winning a state championship back in Fair Grove.
This whole 2021 team's here. You got 22, excuse me. You got Combs sitting. You got Ruffin at the doorway. Jordan Turner's over there with them.
Jackson Bell. If you want to talk about the greatest Final Four player of all time, you want to talk about Jordan Turner.
Hey, dude, that championship game was unreal.
Foul's going to be called there. It's going to be the 4th team foul. Both teams are now in the bonus after the next foul.
They're going to keep Shorter. They're going to keep Shorter energized here. They're going to put him on the bench so he comes in full strength.
Yeah, Coach Blansett out of timeouts now. Kickapoo having 2, a minute 08 left. So it probably would be ideal here. Here's Kevon Flynn in the corner. Playing a little keep away from the Chiefs. Here's Randy Flint swinging the back around. 51 seconds left. Trap gets it over. Back over Foster. This zone of Kickapoos is playing really well right now. Bounce pass over to Combs. Combs back to Foster. 35 seconds left. The Eagles can't have a turnover here. Combs is going to hold it now. Rubido's going to step up back over. Keeping it high and away from everybody is the Eagles. At what point does Kickapoo jump a pass here? 17 seconds left. 14 seconds now. Everybody on their feet here in Eagle Fieldhouse. 8 seconds. The Eagles setting up this last play. Getting it around. Here's Jace Combs going to work. ISO for 3 in game. He gets it to fall. The Nixa Eagles are Class 6 District 5 champions. Jace Combs, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Jace Combs calls game. Are you not entertained? Oh my goodness. And they're going to talk this over by giving Coach McHenry a timeout. Jace Combs, are you kidding me?
In the wise words of Brady Reedstone against
calls.
Troy, Combs calls game.
2 Combs in their senior year with buzzer beaters. Oh my goodness. Are they going to give him a timeout here? The Eagles foul, right? You have to foul. You have to foul here. They're going to give him a timeout. Not even enough time. You foul here. 0.8 seconds on the clock. Jace Combs, how aren't you entertained? 19 points on the night. Wow, the Eagles 0.8 seconds away.
Foul.
From going to the state quarterfinal.
Foul them on the
And
inbounds.
there's a look of Cale Combs after his brother hit that 3. I mean, close to the same spot. His brother hit a game winner. 0.8 seconds left before the Eagles can name themselves district champions. Timeout called by Coach McHenry. He'll use his last one. You have to foul here. Do you let him throw up the shot? Because you don't want to foul him while he's throwing up the shot.
If they're going for a tip,
I think you off-ball foul. I mean, what do you do here?
I don't know.
I mean, I really...
Okay, the question is, what are the chances of this going in?
Aiden, it's slim to none, but I'm never going to rule anything out.
Yeah, especially with
I mean, I thought we had that 2021-22 TOC game won, but I was proved wrong. I thought Troy was going to pull out that win. Coach Blanchett's stressed out of his mind right now. And he was over here celebrating with the student section before the game was even over. Oh my goodness.
I think they're going to try to rush the court here.
They have to wait for them.
Wait for get the officials and Kickapoo off the court here.
0.8 seconds left. 56-53. The Eagles' playoff hopes need to stay alive. Throwing it down court, a deep ball. Picked up and kicked away, and the Eagles do it! They're Class 6 District 5 champions! Oh my goodness! Jace Combs does it here in Eagle Fieldhouse. The Eagles are state-bound headed to the quarterfinal. What a game! Aiden, do you have anything to say?
I'm speechless.
I'm speechless too. Jace Combs, amazing job. 56-53, that's all we have from here. Signing off, I'm Brady Reed alongside my partner,
Aiden Hopkins.
driving baseline, picked up by Shorter. Over to McKnight. McKnight finds a hole. He takes a 15-foot elbow jump. He's Thompson. He goes to the right of Thompson, driving through the lane, going up the glass. Step back out. Here's Neighbors to Kimry, top of the key three.
Had the rebound, but he didn't know Kimry was behind him.
Kimry settles, fire. Eagles are forcing shots right now. Rubidoux, pump fake, drive to the lane, the layup, the glass. Bounce pass in to McKnight. McKnight going to work, stepping through, fading away, and the Flint now. He settles, top of the key three, got him. Swinging around the perimeter. Vincent Meyer will head to the scores table. The turnaround lay. That's what you got to do for the squad. Here's Combs coming off the screen, settling and firing. Now driving, Meltebarter. The jumper is good. He gets out to Meyer inside Thompson. Across court pass, Neighbors. The right wing three. Meltebarter. Meltebarter gets to Combs. Combs running. Side step. Three for the tie. Behind his back, Kimry taking the elbow jumper.
Jace Combs, no room right now.
Flint settles and fires away. The shot. Here's a turnaround two. No good. Rebound by Meltebar. He goes up and here's the Chiefs now moving it around, driving to the hole. Backdoor cut in the dunk. Here's Combs. Thinks about side step three. Oh. Three-point shot from Rubidoux. Wow. Rubidoux, a deep. Mismatch, driving, spinning, double team brought on. Meltebarter top of the key three.
Eagles need to see one go through the hoop here.
And McKnight stepping through, and Combs now coming off the screen, looks inside. Meltebarter, the floater. Here's McKnight, hits a brick wall, gets it over. Combs for the lead. It's screen brought on. He finds a hole, driving. Step back, pull up, jumper is good. Flint now driving baseline. He finds a hole. Goes up the reverse lace. Gain in two sports. Here's a takeaway by Kimry. He stepped out of bounds over here, but away by McKnight. McKnight's in fast break now. He's driving to the lane, lays it up for two. Looks to hand it off. Back out finds Kevon Flint. He settles and fires away from three. Back over McKnight. Looks in the corner. Randy Flint for three. It is good. Here's Jace Combs going to work. ISO for three in game. He gets it to four. Here's Jace Combs going to work. ISO for three in game. He gets it to four. Here's Jace Combs going to work. ISO for three in game. He gets it to four. Here's Jace Combs going to work. ISO for three in game. He gets it to four.